is looking forward to the visit.
Miller passing away at the age of 89. His funeral set for Wednesday right here in Rapid City. So fond farewell.
Yeah.
And not a bad day to be bidding that farewell as well. I guess a little cooler. You told us things were going to be kind of gray and cloudy today, but getting better as the week goes by.
Yeah, temperatures were well below normal today. Let's look at the temperatures. These are the high temperatures around the Black Hills. 66 is normal. We're seeing a bunch of temperatures in the middle 50s. Below normal, we expect those temperatures to be near normal tomorrow and well above normal on Wednesday.
All right, we'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We are back with more news after the break right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Chad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts, and entertainment, and is a retail trade center. Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Spirit of the Hills Wildlife Sanctuary is a non-profit animal rescue that is home to over 320 animals consisting of over 40 species. Come discover the many animals that are receiving a second chance at the sanctuary.
We specialize in wood stoves, pellet stoves, and gas stoves with one of the largest selections you're going to see in the upper Midwest at the Fireplace and Spa Store.
Sunflower Cottage offers local South Dakota products plus unique and affordable jewelry, stationery, home decor, and more, all in a cozy atmosphere.
Chrysler's Hardware is your hometown hardware store, offering a wide selection of all the supplies you need to take on that indoor or outdoor project. The prices you want with the convenience of a downtown location.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
Don't miss the multi-million-dollar Overstock Savings event going on now at Furniture Row. Now through Thursday, find special savings throughout on many clearance and discontinued items. Savings of 30, 50, even 60% while supplies last. Plus, outdoor living is marked down to our lowest prices of the year with savings up to 70%. And enjoy 4 years interest-free financing. It's the multi-million-dollar Overstock Savings event only at Furniture Row.
The former figurehead of Rapid City is saying goodbye to our town. Former Rapid City Mayor Sam Quaker is moving on to Iowa. News organizations in that state reporting that Quaker has been hired as the next city administrator for Cherokee, Iowa. Quaker will replace Don Eichmeyer, who served there since 2008 and will be retiring at the end of 2015. Changes are coming for Spearfish and their volunteer fire department there. NewsCenter1's Erica Horvatine reports tonight on a decision to dissolve the department and the effects on surrounding communities.
After 134 years of service to the Black Hills community, the Volunteer Fire Department of Spearfish voting to dissolve the department. The department's members voted 24-11 earlier this month to dissolve the nonprofit organization, saying that fundraising became too difficult and more time commitment was required. The department pursued the establishment of a fire district, but doing this would have raised taxes and rental rates in the city to better fund the department.
You know, we need to protect what our rental rates are and we have high rents, and this would only add to that. So it would add to commercial, it would add to residential, it would add to everyone across the board.
The volunteer fire department collected signatures for a petition to create the fire district, but fell short on the count, leading to low morale amongst its members. The Spearfish Volunteer Fire Department will disband January 31st of 2016, but City Fire Rescue Service will continue.
The fire department has such a rich history, and I think the entire city of Spearfish would like to preserve that in any way we can, and I have hopes that we can do that. I know we've had really great conversations even in the last week with firefighters that want to stay on. They support the city and want to be part of a plan to move forward.
The city and county are hoping to work together to form an organization to provide citizens with fire rescue services. Some current Spearfish Volunteer Fire Department members may even work with that organization if the model utilizes volunteers. For NewsCenter1, I'm Erica Horvatine.
And any new plans involving fire services should be in place by the time that volunteer fire organization disbands in January. Again, leaders appreciate the time and dedication that all volunteers have put into helping the Spearfish community. Another project is tackling inadequate shelter here in South Dakota. Over 1,000 people in the state officially declared homeless. Over 1.6 billion people globally living in poor shelter. That's why on a global scale, the United Nations General Assembly has declared the first Monday in October as World Habitat Day. Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender is doing the same. Allender issuing a proclamation at tonight's City Council meeting, recognizing Black Hills Habitat for Humanity as they address the need for affordable housing in the Black Hills and their continued work to revitalize neighborhoods. Now, coming up after the break, Bob Riggio giving us a look at our early October temperatures. His full forecast right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Judah's Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy. But for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I, together.
Sun shining, wheels rolling, rivers flowing, it's mind blowing. We're roaming, Wyoming.
Visit WyomingTourism.org for a whole calendar of fun summer events.
Anyone who's had our chicken knows it's plump and juicy. What they may not know is that it's also 100% natural.
All our chickens are certified, humanely raised, no antibiotics, on a high-quality diet of soy and grain.
Why are they called tenders?
They're called tenders because they come from the tenderloin to the breast, hand-trimmed just for colors. It's not a strip or a finger, it is the true tenderloin.
I'll put our chicken tenders up against anybody's.
That's like my Granny Franklin used to make. That's outstanding, Craig.
Welcome to Delicious.
The Live Bergen Series by Sandra Brannon. Solomon's Whisper by Sandra Brannon. Buy book today.
Handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, let's start off with the weather almanac. 60 degrees was our high temperature today. 66 is normal. Tomorrow we'll hit that number right there, 66. And then Wednesday we will be above our normal high of 66. 48, the low temperature, 654 sun up, 626 Sun will be going down. What is it like out at the airport? Well, it's cloudy, 54. The winds are calm. What is it like over in Hewlett, Wyoming? Well, cloudy, 50 degrees there. A little bit of a wind out of the south. So wind's no problem at all today. Here's a satellite radar. Still rain over the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, but we expect that to be pushing off into the Atlantic later on tonight and certainly tomorrow. We got a large area of rain down here in the desert southwest. That pretty much will miss us, associated with this low pressure area. And this high will block that low from really impacting the Black Hills. There's a slight chance we could see some showers early Wednesday morning. And as that low works its way across the Black Hills, it'll spread the showers more numerous over in East River. Here's a closer look at all that for you. Here's tomorrow. We'll have the clouds, okay? We'll have mostly cloudy skies, maybe a shower or two up in the Black Hills. But as that low comes in, you can see we stop it here early Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. There's some showers, possibly even a thunderstorm down in Fall River County, Custer County. And those showers will move through during the morning hours, and then by the afternoon hours, that low will be off to our east. We'll get a little bit of a northerly component to the winds, and that should really begin to dry out the clouds overhead. I think we'll see more sunshine on Wednesday than what we expect tomorrow. Here are the high temperatures across South Dakota in the middle 50s, lower 60s in our part of the state, and lower 60s, upper 50s over in East River. Tomorrow, let's warm it up a little bit all across South Dakota. Not much, though. You see a middle 60s, upper 60s over East River, while in our part of the state, we expect temperatures generally in the middle to lower 60s. And then on Wednesday, the sun comes out a little more. We're beginning to see some temperatures in the middle 70s. So definitely Wednesday looks like it's going to be a rather nice day for us. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills: 65 Spearfish, 60 Custer, 68 Pine Ridge, 67 in Martin. These numbers you're looking at right about normal for this time of the year. Belfouche 66, Sturgis the same, Hot Springs the same, Hill City 61. The forecast for tonight, 46, we'll have the clouds and look for some fog developing after midnight tonight. It should be a cool evening, and those winds out of the north around 5 to 10. And then tomorrow, 66, which is normal now, a mix of sun and clouds and a little fog in the morning. That should be a clearing out by middle morning, and maybe a little bit of sun. We hope we'll see a little bit of sun poking through those clouds. And then tomorrow night, mostly cloudy skies again, a mild evening, and then early Saturday morning, we'll see a few showers developing, moving through extreme southwestern South Dakota. 7-day forecast, let's warm it up nicely on Wednesday, 75, 67 on Thursday, 73 on Friday. Look at those temperatures on Saturday, Sunday in the lower 80s with partly cloudy skies. ClickPickDeals.com, get $20 at Rumors Coffee and Wine Bar for just $10. That's a 50% saving. All right, folks, get ready for more good times in the garden in tonight's Botanical Garden.
Botanical, sponsored by True Green. For all your lawn, tree, and shrub care, along with pine beetle protection, think True Green this spring.
Okay, welcome, Botanical Garden. With me, Mel Glover, Master Gardener. I'm Bob Riggio. Mel, this will be our last Botanical. Man, time flies, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah, when you're having fun, it goes fast.
I know it does. So we're going to have to clean up the gardens now.
Exactly. We call it sanitation in the garden because you don't want to leave the old tomato plants, squash plants, or whatever that still could have their bugs and larvae and so on in them. So we pick them up, take them to the dump or the landfill.
Just get them out of there.
And get them out of there.
Yeah.
And then if I still have time after I've done all of that, then I'll bring in some compost and spread it and just let it rot down.
Some people think, if they leave the old stuff in the garden, that's going to turn into a compost, and, you're going to enrich the soil.
Right.
When in fact, it's the worst thing you can do.
Right, especially this year because we've had lots of fungus, a lot of different diseases because of all the rain that we've had and so on. So it's best to get that out of the garden so we don't have to worry about it another year.
And bring in that new compost that you talked about.
New compost that we talked about earlier and spread that down. Yep. Now my carrots and beets, I might leave them in the ground yet until we have a hard freeze. And then the tops are all gone, but we can still dig those up. But most everything will be come out of the garden here pretty quick.
Yeah. That's what you said a hard freeze, not just, hitting 32 then back up again. It has to get pretty well below the freezing
killing
level.
frost is
a killing frost is
about,
what you're talking about.
And our average first frost is the 15th of September, but it looks like,
what depends, those folks up in Spearfish Canyon, they may get it, but down
they've
here
had it already,
in the lower elevations, no.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when it comes, but we'll be ready for it.
Yeah. Joe expects it September the 15th at his garden.
I think he does, but he's out in the valley.
He's out in the valley.
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of these outliers.
Yes.
We call Joe the outlier.
Okay, I like that, outlier.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot, Mel.
Thanks.
All right, join us next time on Botanical Garden.
Hey moms, has your husband been debolded? Rebold your man with Papa Murphy's new Buffalo Chicken Pizza, featuring the bold taste of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Home bake a large for just $11. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts, and entertainment, and is a retail trade center. Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Spirit of the Hills Wildlife Sanctuary is a non-profit animal rescue that is home to over 320 animals consisting of over 40 species. Come discover the many animals that are receiving a second chance at the sanctuary.
We specialize in wood stoves, pellet stoves, and gas stoves with one of the largest selections you're going to see in the upper Midwest at the Fireplace and Spa Store.
Sunflower Cottage offers local South Dakota products plus unique and affordable jewelry, stationery, home decor, and more, all in a cozy atmosphere.
Chrysler's Hardware is your hometown hardware store, offering a wide selection of all the supplies you need to take on that indoor or outdoor project. The prices you want with the convenience of a downtown location.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
In 10 minutes, you could walk the dog, make yourself a sandwich, get a cappuccino at Common Sense, change your clothes twice, listen to your favorite song 3 times. Or you can have your oil changed at Quick Lube in about 10 minutes, now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Receive a full 16-point lube and service check, plus a free Super Tunnel car wash that will take, you guessed it, a little less than 10 minutes. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
Next August, the 2016 Olympic Games, live from Rio.
Watch the 2016 Olympics right here on NewsCenter1.
This is NewsCenter1, Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Lost its top 3 golfers from a year ago, leaving the door wide open for another team to step up and capture the Class AA boys golf title this season. Sioux Falls O'Gorman is the overwhelming favorite to win the tournament this year, but don't count out Sioux Falls Lincoln or Washington. Let's take you out to Meadowbrook Golf Course for highlights from the opening round today. We'll begin with J.D. Kessler of Sturgis putting for par on the 3rd hole, and he just brushes the edge of the cup. Kessler shot an 87 today. Moving on to Rapid City Stevens' Taylor Schultz, hitting this 135-yard pitch over the creek, sticking this one on the green. He would go on to 2-putt for par. Overall, Schultz is tied for 17th at 7 over. Up next now, Justin Kolb from Sioux Falls O'Gorman on the par 4 9th hole. He runs his putt just a few inches short of the hole, and that would leave him an easy tap-in for par. Tough luck now for Luke Rizak of Sioux Falls Lincoln on the same hole, lipping out his par putt. Rizak is currently tied for 4th after carding a 75 today. He's 3 strokes off the lead. And finally to Will Grevlos of Sioux Falls, Washington, putting a lot of backspin on this shot from the greenside bunker, leaving the ball just a foot from the pin. He would sink the putt for par. Grevlos shot a 74 today and is tied for 2nd. And now here's a look at the results from the first day of action. Sioux Falls O'Gorman has the lead after the first round, 4 strokes ahead of Sioux Falls Lincoln. Rapid City Stevens is currently sitting in 7th place. Jacob Otta of O'Gorman shot an even par 72 today to lead the individual standings. Lane Jensen of Stevens is tied for 10th. Meanwhile, the Class A Boys State Golf Tournament kicked off today in Millbank. And it appears we have the wrong video there. Maybe we can just move on to the standings. There we go. And we will pick this up with Cameron Enright of Lee Deadwood. This is his 4th shot on the par 5 11th hole. The ball lands on the green and just keeps rolling. A very nice shot here by Cameron Enright. Then Enright would go on to sink this putt for par. He finished the first round tied for 31st with an 87. And now we'll take a look at the overall results from the Class A Boys Golf Tournament. Aberdeen Roncalli is in first place. Spearfish is in fourth, while Lee Deadwood is currently sitting in sixth place. Individually, Ty Hoagland of Dell Rapids and Nate Nielsen from Sisseton are tied for first with scores of 76. Brett Matson and Joey Fox, both from Lee Deadwood, along with Nick Lust of St. Thomas More, are tied for 14th at 11 over. Shifting gears to high school volleyball, Spearfish improved to 14-4 on the season with a victory over Douglas in straight sets. Also, Wall knocked off New Underwood in 3 games as well. Well, the Detroit Lions were in Seattle tonight looking for their first win of the season against the Seahawks. Little has gone right for the Lions on their way to an 0-3 start. The Lions have been outscored 83-56 in their 3 games and are coming off a 24-12 loss at Denver. Mariner slugger Nelson Cruz getting the honor of raising the 12th man flag before the game. Second quarter, no score. Seattle with the ball on 3rd and 12. Russell Wilson evades the defenders, then steps up and makes the throw to Jermaine Kearse, keeping the drive alive with a first down. Next play from the Lions' 24-yard line now. Wilson places it perfectly over the top to Doug Baldwin, who plants both feet in the end zone. Seattle goes up 7-0. And a weird finish in this one. Less than 2 minutes in the game, Matt Stafford finds Calvin Johnson looking to score. Cam Chancellor punches the ball loose, but KJ Wright bats the ball out of the back of the end zone, which the NFL says should have been a penalty against the Seahawks for batting the ball out of the end zone, but no call, so the Seahawks win this one by a final score of 13-10. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
If you know about smoke rings and fat caps and burnt ends and marbling and flavor-producing properties of real hickory wood, burned for at least 13 hours at less than 300 degrees, then we don't need to tell you much about this, other than where to eat it. Arby's, we have the meat.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
I'm a fan of fan conventions.
I'm a fan of releasing tension.
I'm a fan of this plateau.
I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of things that shred.
And when it comes to sandwiches,
I'm a fan of ciabatta bread. I'm a fan of DQ.
I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
3 new artisan-style sandwiches, like the chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, chicken mozzarella on focaccia, and the turkey BLT served hot out of our new ovens only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Focaccia.
Menards has the sale that lets you save big on over 65,000 items. So get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything. Hurry in and save big, because now is the perfect time to save on all of your projects with an 11% rebate on everything, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
Another portion of a Rapid City art project is finally open to the public. The safety barrier at Main Street Square coming down today, revealing 5 newly sculpted stones by Masayuki Nagase. Part of a 5-year project, 14 out of 21 stones now complete in the sculpture project, Passage of Wind and Water. To celebrate the progress and to meet the artist himself, Nagase, you can come to Main Street Square this Sunday from 1 to 3.
Well, no wind or water tomorrow, 66. We'll have mostly cloudy skies. A slight chance for a shower early Wednesday. We'll warm it up into the middle 70s. Look at the weekend. Temperatures in the 80s.
Did you hear that segue? That's why they pay him the big bucks right there. Have a good night.
Want to drive a brand new car home tonight? With Silverado Franklin's great car giveaway, the chances are better than you think.
2 times every month, one lucky winner will drive home a shiny new sedan. Daily key drawings get you entered for a chance to win a new car. That's 2 free cars a month, every month.
It all happens at the Silverado Franklin, home of Deadwood's great car giveaway.
Introducing the most advanced in adventure technology. Reality at your fingertips.
Get out.
Not virtual, but actual. Get ready to get out. Experience the new outdoor motorsports. Get out.
The Kitchen and Bath Showcase offers an array of the newest kitchen and bath products with personalized service in one beautiful showroom. We recognize today's consumers' desire for a more comprehensive shopping experience. Kitchen and Bath Showcase offers everything you need for your project, from faucets and fixtures to countertops and cabinets. We even offer in-house interior design by Mary Stratman. Kitchen and Bath Showcase, the local showroom, located at 336 Sheffer Street behind Shooters. Now open Saturdays till noon.